world. Hello. Hello, brothers and sisters. Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. I love saying that. You are my brother in Christ. We are sons of God. That is so special to me. Saying you are my brother in Christ. Anyways, sorry, getting off track here. Not what I really wanted to talk about. You know, as we are going through these times, as we are living in these times, in this moment, no matter what we're going through, whether it is the stupid pandemic, the stupid virus, a world war, a catastrophic bomb or weather, hurricane, you name it. Whatever you are going through in this moment, in this time, even in the season that we are in right now, the one thing we have to remember is, and a good friend of mine said it, is that God reigns and that He is in control and He will not let anything happen to you. He's got you in the palm of His hand. And if you believe that, if you put your faith, if you have the faith of God, you are going to be okay, no matter what. Even if you die. And that's the wonderful thing about the Lord. He has you. He has a plan no matter what happens. Whether you make it tomorrow or you don't, you're going to be okay. And, that is so interesting now because we see so many people in the world right now worried about their life. And yeah, I admit it is human instinct to worry about your life, worry about your death. But as a Christian, we are kind of more open to the idea of death because we know that we all have to go through it. We're all going to go through it. And not only that, but we are not concerned, but open and happy to get to that other side, to get to that next step in our journey of wisdom and of love. Because a great man once asked me, what is love? And our whole life, whether you're a Christian or a non-believer, that's the one thing we are all searching for. What is love? You try to find it in a pet. You try to find it in a spouse. You try to find it in your child. We are, or even in an object. People search for it in objects. People search for it in money. There's so many things you can find or think you have found love in. But I'm telling you, when we get to that point, when we get to that moment, when we are with God, when He is with us, and I am in you and you are in me and we are all it in one together, we will know what love is. We will know. You will know. And it'll be the happiest day of your life. But as we are living right now. As we are living right now, all we can do is just take one day at a time. And that is what I live by. What I live by. You don't have to live what I live by, but it's what I live by. I personally, in these moments, as we come closer and closer to the next launch, to the next phase of the plan, of even the devil's plan, of humanity's plan, of God's plan, as we come to every phase, you and I are just a snippet, are just little tiny fragments of the plan. And so because of that, our day-to-day goal is to just make it one day at a time. I'm not saying you have to follow my guideline, my rule. I'm just saying that's what I do. That's what I live by. You know, I know that we all thank the Lord for the day He's given us, for the blessings that He's given us, everything He has given us. He's given us so much. But in these moments, in these times, we just have to keep going one day at a time. And whatever happens out there in the world, on the news, in the politics, in the social media, whatever happens out there, we just need to take it in, decipher it, decipher the spirits, and not let it shock us, not let it cause a frenzy in our life, in our lifestyle, in our way of living. Because if you act on emotion and drama, you are going to get swept up in it, caught up in it, and then you will have lost your way. I remember when the coronavirus happened. I did not give a crap about it. I did not think otherwise about it. When it started really breaking out, when they started really reporting it on the news, I could care less. You know, I still don't wear a mask to this day. I don't. I walk right in those stores. I walk right out on the street. I do not care, and I'm not going to give in. And I'm as healthy as a bird. I haven't gotten sick, coughed. Sorry. That was a joke. For you. I haven't gotten sick. Nothing. Nothing. So the point is, and that was the point, I didn't get swept up in the coronavirus. I didn't get swept up in the drama of it all. And I am just taking one day at a time. My goal, our goal, is to look on that horizon. Look at that end game. Look at that end point. And that's what we're getting to achieve. That is our accomplishment. One day at a time, we're going to get there. Don't let anything that's out of the ordinary, that's out of your ordinary day life, fill you with its drama, with its time. The only thing we need to be looking on is our end goal in Jesus Christ. Is our end fulfillment here, what He wanted us to do with our life here. You know, how many people we have talked to, reached. I mean, that is all you need to be focusing on. Getting people to know Christ. Getting people to, just say something, to spark something in somebody, plant a seed, and let them know that Jesus Christ is coming back. We don't have a lot of time. And I don't want to be there on that day of judgment and look over at you and regret not telling you about this moment. That it is so important that we talk to people. As humanity, that's all we have. All we have is communication. And that's what social media is about anyway, right? And I just know that I personally feel so guilty if I see somebody out on the street and I am urged to tell them about Jesus Christ. I need to, because I may never see them again. They may never hear it from somebody else. Do you see how important this is? This is life or death here. And that's our job. As we take in one day at a time, we are to use that day to fulfill His purpose. And His purpose is the revelation of Him. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful because when you understand His love and you understand how it all comes around together and all works together for love, you want everybody to feel that. You want everybody to know who Jesus Christ is in that moment. Because when you're there, you're going to want everybody to be there with you. Whether it's a stranger or whether it's your family friend, you're going to want to have everybody there. Because you and I both know the opposite is totally on the other end of the spectrum. And nobody deserves that. So that's our mission. So remember, folks, that's all I wanted to say. Happy New Year. The Jewish calendar just came up on its new year, so Happy New Year. We're gonna see a good year coming. We're gonna fall into the new year coming up. We've only got a few more months left. And take one day at a time. And remember our purpose. Remember why we're here. Remember that I'm here for you. And you are here for me. And that is all that matters. It's getting people to know Jesus Christ. Taking it in. And not getting too dramatic with all the stuff that the world throws at you. He's going to keep throwing things at you. But you just got to let it brush off your shoulders. And you got to keep rolling with the punches. And you got to help your brothers. Okay. I'll see you next time.